Okay, this is going to be a prime example of how they gather energy for the name, number, and image of the beast and mark foreheads with it. Yes, marking foreheads has been going on for thousands of years, mentally and spiritually. The physical part will come along soon enough, but the marking of the foreheads has been going on for a very long time, since day one. Those numbers you see in front of you there are for Marvin the Martian. Why would I be bringing that up? Well, if you've seen any news, and I'm not saying watch the news all the time, you don't have to watch but a few minutes of it to understand what's coming down the tracks here at humanity, but I only watch the news to warn people. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't watch it at all, okay? I don't need to. I know this place is going down, but there are some details within the devils and the details that people need to understand here. Come the interruptions. That word, Marvin the Martians, adds up to 78. That's his age right now, the orange baboon. Now, why would they use this word during a newscast? It was a very long newscast about how bad Trump is and the Constitution's going to pot. I'm just going to carry on here, regardless of those. Sorry about that. They're going back and forth, this lady and man, about how bad things are and how can you deport people to other countries from where they're not even from, and even us here in the States, send you to Syria or Africa. First of all, you have to understand that that's just hogwash, okay? Now, why is it hogwash? That's what people are not grasping out there. When you see things and you're uncovering things and you're like, oh, wow, they're doing this. Okay, why are they doing this? And it won't be topical, okay? So make sure you're digging in deep when you're exposing things. This is that season to uncover it and really let it be known. So they're going back and forth in this conversation about how bad he is and the Constitution's going to pot, like I just said. And out of the blue, she says, well, he's treating us like we're Marvin the Martian. An absolutely moronic thing to bring into this conversation, okay? It really was. It was just beyond stupid. And when that's done, you also know that that is the key word. When you hear a conversation going on between these devils and all of a sudden they say something that's like, what? That was their key word that they needed to pronounce to mark people in the forehead with. Now, how is 78 a 6? Well, 78 is his birth, but 7 and 8 as written is 15 as well, and 15 is 1 and 5 is 6. This happens on into the high 90% of all events worldwide for the last few years. Okay? Now, I've said this again, but it would be like you going out somewhere. And if you don't believe this is going on, please try this. Go find 20 people or 50 or 100 people in a row and ask them their name. Write it down, take it home, and see if it adds up to your birthday, month, year, and your age. And much more. Now, Marvin the Martian was also picked because Marvin holds the word Mar, M-A-R, okay? You have to keep the whole Mar logo and all the Mars going on. That's why you had a lot of La Mars, Mars in the news with sports. The word Mar means to poke, etch, or scribe. Yes, poke as in the you-know-what. Marvin the Martian, okay? This is nothing more than energy gathering. And while they're doing this, they are stamping in people's foreheads the number 6, and they are not aware of it. Keep in mind, the good word said they will give power to the name, number, and image. They. That is the masses. That's those who are unaware that this number system is, say, 10. I've mentioned many times also that Johnny Depp and Marilyn Manson have a video out there, music video. Of course, they're not musicians. It's horrible music. And it's a disgusting video. And it's got sacrifices in it, all kinds of just horrible looking stuff going on, right? Clearly demonic. And it was probably 12 years or more ago. What's the name of this? Go look at the title at least, okay? If you're not understanding this, you need to understand this. The title of that song is You Say God, We Say 10, S-A-Y 10. Why is that? How does that work? Because you only have a number system 1 through 10 in your existence. Any number you make larger than 10, you borrow it from, say, 10. The same number system to make larger number sets. And every number 1 through 10, when you write them out, will equal 666. In the as above, so below rule. You have to get the numbers out of your heads. That's why they want you to have a holiday. How many holidays we got now? There's basically one on every day. That's why they need you to dwell on your birthdays, anniversaries, anything with numbers. Continually. You need to know a certain number code to open up your credit card. Yeah, CC33. Everything. Your marriage, lie, sins. We were told not to follow man's traditions. None of them. A marriage, lie, sins is man's tradition. Think about how moronic that is. That you had to go get a piece of paper and have some preacher or priest marry you, okay, and sign off on it and say it was okay. You are married in God's eyes under your commitment to one another. This has all been a lie. That's why this channel is called The World is a Lie. Because everything is. And if you were going to celebrate your birthday, it should be the day you were reborn, not celebrating the day you were born into sin. Do you understand what they've done there? We were told that we were born into sin. Well, of course they want you to celebrate that day. And they want you to have your birthday cake. Do you know what cake means? Cake means afterbirth. In Hebrew. Those of you leaning on Hebrew, you better sit down and look at things a little deeper. Hebrew spells her web, okay? We were told to come out of her. Now, every single thing out there cannot be labeled as a 33 and a 6, okay, that comes from that direction. This is a number system. You can only get energy from people when they think about it or act out on it. The videos that are going around right now about the Constitution being tampered with by Trump, and they're going to send regular people to different countries, just come and get you. Now, I'm not saying that's not going to happen at some point in time. Right now, it's fear and energy gathering to get all they can to take a literal mark in the hand or in the forehead. Keep in mind the word in, I say, is not I-N alone. This is deep. In the forehand. or in the forehead. N, the letter N is 14. That is Trump's birthday. It's deep, folks. You have to come out of her. You have to come out of her. Number system. Now, I know it's deep, and a lot of people, wow, there's no way it could be like this. Like I said, if you don't believe this is how it's done and what's going on to humanity, find 50 people today. Go to the grocery store. Ask them their name. And see if it adds up to your age right now. Your birthday, month, and year. And countless other things. 50 people in a row. Because with him, it's thousands of things in a row. Okay? And all these people are sitting around dwelling and thinking about it. And that energy is released and goes into the air and feeds the principalities of the air. That's why the skies are so wicked right now. All that energy is up here feeding these spirits. That's why the clouds are morphing and twisting and going into all kinds of weird things. You're giving temporary bodies to these things. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them. And please try to get the numbers out of your head. I know there may be times here and there that you have to go to an appointment or whatever, but get an old wind-up alarm clock. Okay, do something like that. And, you know, if you throw away all the clocks in your house, you'll be surprised how good you'll feel. Because they are a lock. Do you see a lock? It's a clock. C-L-O-C-K. C-lock. It's a 3 lock. It's not me being clever. Every word they gave us can't keep doing that. The writing's on the wall. We just don't realize it because we were born into this trash can. So if you're born into a trash can or a dump, even the trash would look beautiful, okay? If that makes sense. Now, all that trash being what they've given us, not what the Lord has given us here, but this is a complete numbering system. It's to do a number on you. You got a fish hook on it with the number 33 dangling around on it, okay? Get the numbers out of your head. Try it. Try not to say any numbers too. See what happens in your life. Your life will change. Well, some people are going to say, well, the scriptures all have numbers on them. How could that be evil? Because they have tampered with it. They have tampered with it. The numbers we use right now, that you write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever number sequence you want, are not the numbers that we began with. 1 through 10 is the letters for Satan. All upper crust scumbag Masons know this. So anytime we use a number, we are pronouncing and writing down his name. So at a bare minimum, rebuke what you have to use sometimes to get through here. Because this is what's happening. I sound frustrated. Maybe I am a little bit. Because this is right in plain sight. There are certain number sequences that you are aware of now if you've been watching any of these videos that you should be rebuking every day off of humanity. Not just yourself, off of humanity. All right, I think that's it for now. Thank you.